Wait, pause. We're gonna do a giveaway. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Nina. Today we're gonna be talking about a fragrance that is very unique. I love the brand. The brand is Kayali, and the name Kayali is interpreted in Arabic as my imagination. I felt like Barbie today, which is why I got the Barbie pink. My hair is a hot mess, which is why my hair is in a bun, so don't judge me. It's interesting because the brand has a lot of meaning behind it, which is something that I really like, is to know the why behind the brand. I think that's pretty cool when you really know about the product line that you're purchasing. A lot of times you have a personal connection with it, and it almost makes you want to purchase it more because you really understand why the brand was created and who it's for. Fragrance that we are going to be discussing is Elixir 11. Elixir 11, the number 11, stands for the amount of times it took for them to formulate the perfect floral fruity fragrance. So this was 11 different formulations, which is what allowed her to come out with this fragrance. This is a 1.7 ounce, and this retails for $85 on hudabeauty.com and also sephora.com. Those are the two retailers that I know currently sell this. The top notes, main accords I mean, are rose, patchouli, fruity, white floral, amber, woody, warm, spicy, floral, sweet, and vanilla. So this fragrance was launched in 2018. So it's been a couple of years that this has came out. And to be honest with you, I feel like this is a fragrance that doesn't get a lot of acknowledgement in the fragrance community. I think it's a very underrated fragrance. I think this fragrance is actually a fragrance that is really beautiful, and I think more people need to try this fragrance. But I think it's one of those fragrances that fly under the radar, but when you smell it, you realize that this is a hidden gem. So we're gonna spray it, and then we're gonna talk about top notes, middle notes, bottom notes, and a little more about the brand. So here we go. This is supposed to be a more feminine fragrance. Of course, Kayali fragrances are made to be unisex, and they're made for you to layer. So you can layer each one of her fragrances. That's exactly why it was created. In Arabic culture, fragrance is such a big part of the culture. And you know, now in America, fragrance is really kind of becoming a big thing, but not as big as in Arabic culture. Like that, it's a huge thing in Arabic culture in terms of fragrances and the meaning behind it. And it's almost like if you go to someone's house, you wash your hands in fragrance. So you'll know, like, okay, I went to Jennifer's house because she smells like the fragrances at Jennifer's. You know, so you kind of almost know who someone went to. It's actually pretty cool when you know more about the culture and why these brands, certain brands, come up with these fragrances that stem back to their heritage. I think that's really cool. Anyways, I sprayed this. Okay, so I definitely smell patchouli. That's like one of the first things I smell. I definitely smell fruity, but this isn't fruity like Viva La Juicy fruity. This is more of like a softer fruity, more floral than fruity, but you definitely smell the fruity. It's definitely a very mature fruity. It does have a very rich smell, and I think that smell is the patchouli and jasmine. There's something about it that has this like lingering elegance about this fragrance. This fragrance is actually a very, very delightful fragrance. I think this smells extremely good, and I think this is a fragrance that everybody should smell at least and decide whether or not they like it, because I definitely know that I really do like this fragrance. But we'll talk about the top notes. The top notes are red apple and rose petals. I definitely smell rose petals when I smell it, when I first spray it. I think as it dries down, I smell more of the jasmine and the patchouli. That's like what really stands out to me. But the middle notes are May Rose and Jasmine Sandbach. I definitely smell jasmine and I smell May rose. It's a soft fragrance, so I wouldn't necessarily say you're gonna get a lot of projection out of this one. It's not close to the skin. You do smell it, but it's not projection like you're going to smell it, you know, like across the table. Like if someone's next to you, you're gonna smell it, but it's not like you're gonna smell it across the table. It's definitely a softer fragrance. I would say the longevity on this fragrance is moderate. I think you can get about a 4 to 5 hour wear, but I definitely feel like this is something, if you spray it on your clothes, you're gonna get a longer wear. That's from my experience with this fragrance. The first time I smelled this fragrance, I absolutely loved it, and I knew that this was a great fragrance to layer. I have worn this with Baccarat and absolutely loved it with Baccarat. I've worn this with Gentle Fluidity and absolutely loved it with Gentle Fluidity. I've actually even worn this with Delina and loved it with Delina. It just adds that extra rose or extra jasmine or patchouli to it, and it just gives that really like lovely soft smell, floral and fruity, in the mix of whatever you're spraying. So that's what I really like about this fragrance, because it's definitely a very layerable fragrance. And I think that this is one of the fragrances that we need to really be talking more about in the beauty community or the fragrance community, because this is definitely a fragrance that I definitely feel like more people would like than not. Now the base notes are patchouli, amber, and vanilla. So like I said before, I really do smell on the dry down the patchouli. I definitely smell the amber. I can't really say that I really smell much vanilla. I smell more patchouli, amber. I definitely smell the May rose, the jasmine, and rose petals. I know what the top note is, red apple. I don't think I smell red apple at all in this fragrance. But of course, you know, everything smells different to everyone. But this one, I just really don't feel like I smell red apple. And I've tried to smell it like multiple times. Maybe I should try it in the top, or I'll spray it in the top. I think faintly. And so I guess in the initial spray, like in this top, I smell it slightly. It does smell more woody. But here's the thing about me. When I spray fragrances on me, they tend to go very sweet. I don't know why. It's just something about me. Fragrances always go very sweet. And I think that's kind of what is what I'm smelling. But I do really, really like this fragrance. I definitely think that this is a fragrance that is great to have in your collection. I wasn't 100% sure if I was gonna like it, so I didn't want to really wait for the 3.4 ounce. I'd rather just buy the 1.7. But if I would have known that this fragrance would have smelled as great as what it smells like, I would have likely bought the 3.4 ounce if it was in stock at the time. So I would definitely say that if you like fragrance notes like this, this would definitely be a fragrance to get a full size. But the only thing that I wish this fragrance had, and of course, because you guys know me, I wish this fragrance had more argawood, which is oud. That's the only thing that I wish it had more of. But of course, you can layer it with oud. And I do have oud by Mason Francis Kirkjohn. So that is definitely an option. I have not dabbled in that. I definitely should try it. But this is definitely a great fragrance. It was formulated, to perfection. And anyone that takes 11 times to really come out with the perfect floral and fruity notes or fragrance, you know that they really took time and they really love their line and they really care about what they were putting out. So I think that's really, really cool. Anyway, guys, if you really liked this review, wait, pause. We're gonna do a giveaway. Now, the only thing that you have to do to join this giveaway is make sure you're following me on TikTok and IG. And you're subscribed. Just subscribe, follow me on TikTok and IG, send me a message on IG and say done, and I will enter you into the giveaway. I will announce it my first video of August, and this is my 1K giveaway. You guys gotta join. I'm so excited to give you guys this for this 1K giveaway. This is so exciting because I finally hit 1K and it's thanks to you guys. And so I'm gonna reward you guys just for being great. If you like this video, if you like my content, if you like this review, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now. I was at the